ESPN presents the stepladder finals of the International Eliminator. Welcome inside Samstown Hotel, Gambling Hall, and Bowling Center, where lots of money is at stake for this telecast. Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Durbin, and happy Easter, everyone out there. Working with me today is a player that won the 1993 Queen's Tournament, the Queen's Champion, and a bowler that just missed qualifying for this telecast, Jan Smith.
Mike, I don't want to talk about who did not qualify for the telecast. Let's talk about who did, because trust me, you don't want to upset me right now.
Okay, Jan, I won't upset you, and I know what it's like to just miss the telecast now and then. The International Eliminator is one of the many megabuck tournaments out there, but this one has a unique format. Tell us about it.
It does, Mike. It's a double elimination survival format. Most of the megabucks, you bowl head-to-head matches. In this format, there were 7 squads to begin with of just under 100 bowlers in each squad. Everyone bowled one game, and the top half of those games advance on. Those that didn't advance, though, were able to go to a second chance bracket, and they continued eliminating in the second chance the same way they did in the winner's bracket. And that's how we got here today.
So, it is a little bit different. I can lose a match, and I'm still alive, and I'm not bowling against another actual opponent. I'm bowling against a score, really.
That's right, and even the people in the second chance bracket had a chance to make the television show. The number 5 spot came from the second chance bracket.
Now, when we get down to our tournament leader, Brian Kretzer, tonight, what's the story with him?
Well, this is interesting because it is a double elimination tournament. Brian Kretzer has not lost a match, so Brian will have the luxury, actually, of bowling that first game and knowing that if he does lose, he gets another chance and bowls the same person again.
I want everyone to know, though, that we are using our regular stepladder format for this tournament. 5 against 4, 4 against 3, 3 against 2, and 2 against Brian Kretzer. Right now, though, Jan Smith is with our number 4 and number 5 qualifiers.
I'm here with David Garber. Here's our number 4 qualifier this week. David, you have a lot of amateur experience, including 2 years on Team USA. Did anything prepare you for a chance to shoot at $100,000?
I don't think so. I think you just take every opportunity that you can and do with it what you can. You know, I'm just going to get out there and make the best shots I can, and I'm not going to worry about anything.
So how are you feeling right now? A little bit nervous?
I'm a little nervous right now, if you can't tell.
You chose to start the match. Why?
I think I have a better reaction in lane 20 out of the 2. They're both really tight, but 20 seemed to be a little more forgiving for me.
Okay, thanks a lot and good luck. Let's go over to our number 5 qualifier, Robert Smith. Robert, you came through the second chance bracket. Last night you needed 3 strikes to make this show by just 1 pin. I watched you crush 2 of them. You're up there for the 3rd, stepped off the approach. What was going through your mind?
I was pretty animated at that time. I was really pumped up. I really wanted to throw the shot, and I was ready to go. And at the same time, we had the winners losers bracket going on at the same time down the low end. And for some reason, when I went up there, I saw Robin Romeo go up there and throw a shot, and for some reason I caught her out of the eye, and she was 12 lanes down, so I stepped off and caught my composure again and went up and threw probably one of the best shots I've ever thrown.
That had to really feel great. What are conditions like for you tonight? Are they similar?
No, they're not similar at all. They're a little squirrely for me. I don't know what I'm going to do out there right now. I'm just going to throw the shots and hope I got something going.
Well, thanks a lot, Robert. Well, you heard it. You don't know what they're going to do. Back to you, Mike.
Thank you, Jan. Robert Smith describing graphically the lane conditions as he sees them right now. We'll see if he can adjust and find that nut as he's going along this afternoon. David Garber, the first one on lane 19. We're using lanes 19 and 20 here at Samstown Hotel, Gambling Hall and Casino. David, 27, from Bedford, Texas. He was a member of Team USA both in 1993 and 1994. Comes in light, leaves the 2-4 in the opening match. Relatively easy spare. Grabs a different ball to shoot at the spare. And not real solid, but he gets it done. So it's a mark in the first frame for David Garber. Now we get our first look, Jan, at Robert Smith.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Power player extraordinaire.
He was so tough last night. Mighty impressive, those 3 shots he threw in the 10th to make the show.
Watching him in practice today, though, he did nothing but struggle. Couldn't get the ball in the 1-3.
As he just told us, he doesn't really have a good shot out there.
Oh! Yes, that was the 2-pin that bounced off the wall, the sideboard, and got that 4 out of there.
Pretty good opening shot for not knowing even where you were going to play.
I'd like to take a quick double and an early lead in this match. Robert, 23 years of age, from Moore Park, California. Right through the nose, and the 4-6-7.
That's what he's talking about, the lanes being a little squirrely. I think it's going to take some time for the conditioner to carry down, settle in. A lot of the players told me they felt the dry area was drier and the wet area was wetter. In other words, the outside of the lane was tighter than it had been. The middle was hooking more than it had been.
Not the most advantageous condition for scoring high as he rifles it down there to knock over the 4-7.
No, but as we've seen here in this eliminator, anything can happen. Scores weren't real high that first year, and we wound up with a 300 in the title match.
David Gwendon did that. Very exciting match that year. Trying for his first strike on his favorite lane. Comes in light, scrambles him up. David Garber's on the board with his first strike and an early 12-pin advantage.
See how deep inside he's setting that ball down, only out to about the 15th board. 7-pin didn't want to go.
But it made up its mind to fall. Garber now on lane 19. The 1-2-8 as he whiffs the headpin. The only thing good about that is it's a convertible spare.
Right, he should be able to make that one.
Right now, who would the lanes favor? Do you have any idea?
I think if they continue this way, they're going to favor Carl, our number 2 seed, Simonis, because he's playing right more and going a lot straighter up the boards, and he's going to play right through the oil.
Oh, as he chops the 1 right off the 2 and gets the 1-8 and leaves the 2-pin. We've got basically an even match right now.
Mike, I don't know that I've ever seen that done. Have you?
Not by a quality bowler, no.
Wow.
Robert Smith, our reigning U.S. amateur champion. Also a member in 94-95 of Team USA. Goes Brooklyn and leaves the 6-pin.
Run down.
Very unusual happening here, Jan.
See, the ball should actually be hooking just a bit, and it should take out the 2-pin, or the headpin should deflect and hit the 2-pin. It's unusual that the headpin could go back and take out the 8, and nothing hit that 2.
You would have thought the breeze would have knocked it over. At the 6-pin, and he converts the spare.
Let's go look at Robert. He has a 5-step approach. First one's real small, pushes the ball way out in front of him. Watch the high backswing. Look at the cup at the top, how he cups the wrist. He's coming down through, deep inside line, good knee bend, strong follow through.
Oh, that looks so familiar. That's the way we both throw it, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I tried to back off a little this week. Yeah.
Robert Smith strike here. We'd have an exact even match. Leaves only the 7. Had the 7-10 up there for a split second. This match may come down. It's a survival format of the bowler that can make enough spares to survive here.
Exactly, and I'm here to tell you that under this kind of pressure, every spare is difficult, every shot is difficult.
At the 7-pin, no trouble for Robert Smith. Through 3.5 frames, David Garber has just a 1-pin lead over Brian Smith. We'll be back to see if these bowlers can figure it out. Stay tuned.